from toxins, heavy metals, and helps flush GMOs out of your body. Our unique blend of herbs help cleanse you from the inside out, helping you feel refreshed and clean of yee. We also carry unique one-of-a-kind supplements. So order online at getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Rid yourself of the yee that contaminates your food and water. Go to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Get the tea, your best defense.
The Opperman Report is brought to you by SubhashTechnosis.com. Subhash Technosis is a search engine optimization and website design company. They're located in India, so you know you're going to save a lot of money and get top quality service. They offer all sorts of business process outsourcing, data entry, banking BPO services, recruitment process outsourcing, software testing, offshoring, research network, customer care, press release, content writing, and distribution, and much, much more. Now, you can get a hold of Subhash Technosis by email at info@subhashtechnosis.com. Their website is www.subhashtechnosis.com, and their Skype is ANUSHASUBASH. Remember, all these shows on Awake are brought to you by emailrevealer.com. You can go to emailrevealer.com and get a copy of my book, How to Become a Successful Private Investigator. You also do all those kind of different services for you. Online dating service investigations called an online infidelity investigation. And that's where you give us your husband or your boyfriend, your girlfriend's email address, and we trace it back to their online dating websites, and we return a list of all the dating sites that email is registered to. We can expand on that investigation and trace it back to porn sites, escort service sites, swinger sites, gambling websites, and even prescription drug websites, and all kinds of digital forensics, computer and cell phone digital forensics, where we can recover deleted content from an email or a hard drive and produce a report for you that you can use in court. That's emailrevealer.com, or you can contact me at oppermaninvestigations@gmail.com. Welcome back to the Opperman Report. I'm your host, Private Investigator Ed Opperman. We are here with the wonderful, beautiful Wonderhussy, Sarah Jane Woodall. You could find her on YouTube, Wonderhussy Adventures. I really encourage people, too, to check out all her work at wonderhussy.com and on Facebook and Instagram. All these beautiful photographs, classic pinup stuff. She did that thing, I forget who it was, one of the Kardashians did a picture with, they're all brown skin on them. She copies that. Fetish stuff, a beautiful, artistic, tasteful nudes out in the desert. Just wonderful, wonderful work from the beautiful Wonderhussy. Now, Sarah, I tell you, years ago, before you were born even, right? I went out to Spain and I ran with the bulls. It was an adventure of my lifetime. I loved it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've had a fascinating life. But you should go out there. You would have a ball. There's a circus. There's a dancing, marching bands in the street. There's great food, beautiful women. What do you dream of doing that you'd like to, a big goal for Wonderhussy?
Well, I'd love to do Run with the Bulls and climb Mount Kilimanjaro and all that stuff. I don't have the budget to go international yet, so my immediate goal is to grow my YouTube channel to the point where I can live completely off of YouTube. And then once I get to that level, I should be able to start making bigger trips. Like right now I'm kind of limited to where I can drive in the western United States mostly. But I'm hoping to roam farther and farther afield.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's cheap to go run with the bulls, Ed.
No, it was not cheap. I think I had like a $1,000 phone bill when I was up. It's a long story.
Dang, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, because I got drunk and I went to the wrong room one night. I got the guy's room key. I was sleeping in the wrong room. It was a wild trip. Yeah, it was a wild trip. People who want to listen to that story, go to my YouTube channel or my archives and look up the story, Carry My Shoes. It's a funny story. Okay. All right.
I'm going to have to go look that one up.
It's a good one. I've told that story 1,000 times. It was a fun time there in Spain, and I made it out alive. Sarah, we're almost out of time. The wonderful, beautiful Sarah, Wonderhussy. What do you want to leave us with? Encourage the youngsters out there who one day hope to be a Wonderhussy like yourself.
I just say, don't be so afraid, okay? Everyone sits around reading these doom and gloom stories online, watching these doom and gloom things on TV. Don't be so scared. There's nothing to worry about. People are generally pretty good. So, one thing people always say to me is, oh, I can't believe you go to all these places by yourself. Don't you carry a gun? What universe do you people live in where everyone is out to kill you? Because that's not the universe that I have found myself in. I go out and about to the most remote little towns, and I talk to the weirdest people, and it's just fine. So what I'd like to say to all the listeners is, don't be so scared and don't live your life in fear.
And I would have to endorse that 100%. It's so true. The average person you meet out there is not a serial killer out to get you or steal from you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so true, man. And we need to love each other more and be more, have more human contact with each other. I see all these young kids out there with these smartphones, texting all day and ignoring the person sitting next to them. It's the worst thing you could do with your life. You want to socialize with people and get to meet people and learn and experience other people.
Yeah.
Getting a little philosophical here. I had a little wine while Wonderhussy was on the. I was waiting for Wonderhussy to come along. Sarah Jane Woodall, thank you so much. And how can people find you?
I'm Wonderhussy on everything. Wonderhussy at Gmail is my email. Wonderhussy on YouTube. Wonderhussy on Facebook. Wonderhussy on Instagram. Wonderhussy on Twitter. I am just known as Wonderhussy everywhere, so just look me up.
Sarah, thank you so much. If you ever have anything you want to promote, give me a call. Put you right on the air.
Okay, thank you, Ed.
Good night, Sarah. Have fun.
You too. Bye.
There is the wonderful, beautiful Sarah Jane Woodall. It's Woodall, no H. What a life, man! What an inspiring person. And oh, by the way, she does some shtick there, right? But she's a real artist. She went to college for art. And these projects and stuff that she does, this photography she does, these are real, serious art projects. As a performance artist, with a lot of IQ up there between her ears, man. Don't let her kid you one bit there. She puts on a little shtick there, which I let her do. First time, go back and find the first interview though. I called her on it, and she came. We got the real Sarah Jane Woodall, man. Brilliant artist. We got a new, not a new. But our buddy T.H. Johnson, Thomas Johnson from the medical group there, I forget what it's called, the Ocean Medical Investigative Group, who investigates the O.J. Simpson controversy and the O.J. Simpson trial. And he's been working on this with his brother and other investigators for years and years and years. Anyway, so we have his documentary film up on our website. And if you go there and purchase the documentary film to watch it for $2 or purchase it for $5, we're going to get a little cut of that. We're going to get a little commission on that.
We all have questions. Did he do it or did he not? We all have opinions, but do we really know the truth? New evidence will now be presented and the ultimate answers will be revealed in the explosive documentary, Serpents Rising. Inspired by the bestseller Double Cross for Blood, an independent investigation of the trial of the century, the lies, the myths, and the concealed evidence. Don't miss Serpents Rising.
This excellent documentary film is available at Serpents Rising at Vimeo Videos on demand. Watch it for $1.99. Well, there you have it. Serpents Rising by our buddy over there at T.H. Johnson. Really enjoyed Sarah Jane Woodall from Wonderhussy. We have coming up in the next segment, we're going to have Ruben De Silva, who is he's running for Congress here in Nevada. But also, too, he's a teacher, school teacher, and he's a combat veteran who was in the Marines. He was wounded in combat, and we're going to be talking to him about what he thinks about President Mr. Trump's idea about arming teachers in schools. Now obviously I think that's a crazy idea because, I've been in a couple of combat situations myself on the streets, and I just think it's the craziest. And I've been to a school parking lot, and I've walked through a school. I was a student in school, and the idea that you could somehow arm civilians in such a way that to take on an attack on a school Oh, my goodness, whatever. But anyway, we have Ruben De Silva coming on there, and we're trying to hook up with a guy who's pro, another school teacher who is pro, also a military veteran, who's pro having arming teachers and having armed teachers in school like that. So we're going to have a little back and forth there, debate, one side saying this, one side saying that. If you enjoyed tonight's show, check out OppermanReport.com, our members section. We've updated it. We have some brand new content on there. What happened in Vegas, what the LVMPD could not delete, which is a story about this gentleman who came here to Las Vegas. He was in a parking lot of a strip club, saw the police beating up on a guy, and he came up with the plan, I'm going to call the police. Right? So anyway, so we interviewed him. We had him on the air. We played him live. And a lot of people didn't catch the show because people asked me, hey, Ed, why don't you interview this guy? So we had him on the show. But a lot of people in the chat room and stuff like that were making comments that, hey, what kind of a genius calls the police to report the police? You know, you're right there, right around the corner where some cops are beating up on a guy, and you call 911 and say, hey, some cops are beating up on a guy. Of course they're going to come up and beat on you, too, which is exactly what happened to him. Anyway, he got all offended and upset that we were making these comments. And so we just said, okay, fine, we pull the video down, we put up in the member section. Got another show we did with Rupert Quaintance. You might remember him. It's Rupert. Had a show before mine on American Freedom Radio. And what do you call? Went over to the UK to investigate the Hampstead case with Abe and Ella. We had Abe and Ella on the show too. Boy, what one controversy after another on this show, huh? One thing after another. You know, nobody gets along. No one could be like Wonderhussy, just traveling the earth. You know, she's sort of like Kwai Chang Caine. Remember from Kung Fu? You travel the earth, you just walk the earth through the desert, you know. We have Sarah Jane Woodall just, she drives. She had a truck. She just travels through the desert. Get along with everybody. You know, run into an adventure. You got to, beat down some cowboys, you know, some racist settlers. Anyway. So we had Rupert on the show, but Rupert was upset after the show. He was a little rude to me, too. People even said he was rude to me the first time he was on the show. But this show, he was kind of rude to me, you know. And suddenly he started complaining after the show. Oh, well, you know, so okay, fine. Yeah, I'm done. So we pulled the show down. But we need content for the member section, so we have it up in our member section. We've got another show coming up in our member section, which will be this guy, I forget his name. But on the run from the Satanic Brotherhood, he was got involved in this adventure out in California. He says the whole town of Chico was involved in Satanism, and there is a lot of that occult geometry, the way the city's set out, the way it's laid out. You can look it up yourself and find it. Just Google Chico, California, Satanism, and a fascinating story. I don't know if we came to any solid conclusion of what his how serious his suspicions are or what, but it's a great story. I tell you that, 2 hours, that's coming up in the member section. You'll find that there soon at OppermanReport.com. And by the way, if you want to advertise, you heard me tell the beautiful Wonderhussy from Wonderhussy.com that KYAH wants us on there 5 days a week. We could be on there. So if you want to advertise, this is the time to get a hold of me right now, tonight, at OppermanReport@gmail.com. Lock in these low rates. Lock in these low rates. Lock your knees. Lock your knees. Lock your knees. For anybody out there, any Bikram yoga fans, this is the time to lock in those rates, man. Those low rates. The OppermanReport.com, because we're about to explode all over the country. And you get Opperman blob body parts all over the world, all over this great United States of ours, this great United States of America. Making America great again. Anyway, thank you so much. Check it out. We got coming up next, Ruben De Silva.
And now a word from our sponsors.
People are waking up. They're standing up to those pushing pesticides and GMOs as safe alternatives for a starving world. What about your crap? I tell you, I'd rather eat dirt. So I drink Life Change Tea. It's an herbal drink, cleansing my body of toxic sludge and nasty chemicals, and of course, ridding the intruders that are hidden in my so-called food. And by the way, Life Change Tea is non-GMO and organic. No fillers, no yuck. Just a great defense against you-know-what. May the supplement force awaken you. Don't fall to the dark side. Oh, Sorry, I went to the movies last night. Anyway, enough said. How do you get that herbal drink and change your life? GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com. You will awaken. You will get stronger, and you might even lose a bit of weight. So awaken to Life Change Tea and the many one-of-a-kind supplements at GetTheTea.com.